Check two. Check.
Check one. Hello and welcome everyone to SoCalCollegeSports.com's continuing coverage. 3C2A Women's Basketball, Day 2 of our coverage here, Day 3 of the Kiwanis Club-sponsored tournament, the Tournament of Champions here at Ventura College. Mike Cepeda just joined off with you. Happy you've joined us, everybody. Spread the word, www.SoCalCollegeSports.com. You can catch this game live on the VC Sports Network as well. And Jeffrey, our first game, probably a pretty good matchup here in the third place game. We have San Joaquin Delta and Canyons.
Yeah, an intriguing matchup, and two teams whose records belie, I think, the talent that they bring to the table. Both teams under 500 so far to start the season, but also both teams really challenging themselves in a big way. San Joaquin Delta, 2-3, very solid inside-out game. Great low post presence with Jolene Delaney coming off the bench, leads the team in scoring, but then great backcourt play as well with Peyton Demps, Deja Williams as well. So they can hurt you in a lot of ways. And then for College of the Canyons, of course, they really work at you down low. Kalana Einmer, a dual threat down low, both offensively and defensively. College of the Canyons in the top 5 in the state so far this season in field goal percentage allowed, and that's that front line.
Yeah, well, you talk about Einmer. Also, Morgan Bazell played very well last night in a loss to Ventura College. And really, when you think about the losses last night for San Joaquin Delta and for Canyons, it's against 2 ranked opponents, 2 very good opponents. Oh yeah, Mount Sac, the defending 2-time state champ. So nothing to hang your head over, and just have to come right back to battle today and be willing to duel it out. We should have a good one inside when you talk about the matchup at the forward position. Yeah,
you don't often see at any level of basketball anymore a great matchup of centers, but I think that's what we have here today. So between Delaney and Einmer, and I think whoever gets the better of that battle is going to go a long way toward winning this one.
Yeah, I thought Delaney did a pretty good job of stepping out in terms of her defense. You have to do a better job off the ball in establishing post position instead of calling for the ball when she is in open. But obviously, it's early in the season. You have to make adjustments, and I expect her to do so. She's a big-time talent, good size down low, and nice skill. And we saw her pop out and hit a 3 yesterday, so flashing a little range here early in the season. We are 15 minutes away from the start of Game 1 today. We will have the championship game as well, Ventura College and Mount Sac, after the third-place game, San Joaquin Delta and Canyons, here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
back to Ventura for the VC-Kiwanis Tournament of Champions. 20th running. And is this our first or second year on SoCalCollegeSports.com? Getting ready for a game.
I think
you have a better memory for.
This is our first year covering the tournament champions. We have tournament. Later in the year, it will be the VC Optimist Club. We had coverage of that last season.
That's it. I knew you knew. Starting lineups on the floor. San Joaquin Delta in the black jerseys. College of the Canyons in the white jerseys for San Joaquin Delta. Deja Williams, Peyton Demps in the backcourt up front. Creona Bryant, Felicia Horn, and Jolene Delaney. And that's interesting that Jolene Delaney, for the first time this season, moves into the starting lineup. Meanwhile, for College of the Canyons, it'll be Cece O'Brien along with Dana Tanaka. So we have a whistle off the ball.
Yeah, Jeanette Cruz. And, well, Cruz picked up some early foul trouble yesterday, and immediately trying to establish her presence was Creona Bryant. Or no, I'm sorry, Kiara Sales.
Morgan Bazell, incidentally, Jeanette Cruz, and Kalana Einmer finish off the starting lineup for College of the Canyon. So the turnover on the opening possession, and the Mustangs have it. Williams finds Demps, hooks a pass to Delaney, forces one up with the left hand, might have been partially blocked. Offensive rebound back out to Bryant for three, in and out. Rebound to Cruz.
And it was Creona Bryant who drew that foul on Jeanette Cruz.
Through the hands of Tanaka, the turnover gives it back to Horn. Horn delivered a big lift in the fourth quarter comeback for the Mustangs in the game last night against Mount San Antonio College, and she's rewarded with a start here today. But Horn was huge, 10 points in the fourth quarter as the Mustangs nearly came all the way back after trailing by 15.
That was some kind of push that the Mustangs made in that fourth quarter, ultimately falling short, but very impressive to see them battle adversity in the manner that which they did against the opponent that they were up against.
And Michael, we've seen San Joaquin Delta try to go to Jolene Delaney twice on the first two possessions, and so far Einmer has been up to the challenge defensively, rejecting Delaney both times. Meanwhile, Bryant on the drive, and a foul called.
Well, Delaney has a size advantage, and Einmer has the athleticism advantage.
Excuse me, I misspoke there. It's Bazell who drove the baseline and got fouled, and she'll head to line for a couple of free throws, misses the first.
Bazell showed a pretty good shooting touch yesterday, off on the first attempt, though.
Yeah, hit a couple of threes in the game, 19 points to lead the Cougars in the loss last night to the Pirates. She's 0 for 2 here, but the long rebound pulled down by Einmer. Einmer trying to find Cruz, and a whistle.
On Delaney it should be.
So Delaney with a push. That's her first foul.
So you have Cruz and Delaney already with a couple.
They lob it into Einmer. Outside, three on the way is good. Tanaka, who hit a couple of threes. Excuse me, that was Cece O'Brien.
Yeah.
Who hit the three. And Canyons takes an early 3-0 lead. This one off Delaney and out of bounds. So they continue to try and go down low to Jolene Delaney. But so far without success. Now the Mustangs show pressure in the backcourt. O'Brien finds Bazell. Bazell over the timeline, drives the lane, right-handed layup, no good. Einmer on the offensive glass, kicks it back outside to O'Brien. O'Brien with the teardrop off the back iron. Bazell on the offensive glass again, this one out of bounds off of Creona Bryant. So second and third chances here for College of the Canyons to extend on the 3-0 lead. We're just underway. Third place game in the VC-Kiwanis Tournament of Champions. Fadeaway three from Bazell, rims high, no good. The rebound on the floor. Demps in there with a steal. It's a 2-on-2. Demps, hard drive, lays it in.
See the separation speed from Demps away from O'Brien. Pretty impressive, and Demps just a better motor. Good finish on the other end.
And Demps has great hands defensively. She had a couple of nifty steals in the game last night against Mount San Antonio College as well. Bazell looking for Cruz. Delaney sliding over and knocks that one out of play. 15 on the shot clock. Cruz near steal. Starts a drive. A lot of contact, no foul call. Instead, it's out of bounds. It'll stay with College of the Canyons. Deja Williams trying to draw a charge there. And it was no call either way. Shot clock down to 10. O'Brien catch and shoot for three. Front iron, no good. Delaney rips down the rebound. Williams into the front court, nearly lost the handle. Horn directing traffic. They work it around to Williams. Bryant down to Delaney, working on Cruz. Turnaround hook is good. Well, we saw Delaney go left hand with great effect yesterday. That time she went to the right hand. Steal by Williams in the backcourt. Williams in traffic, can't get the layup to go. Cruz pulls down the rebound. Tanaka hounded by Horn, passes out of a double team, but it's a little high. Demps has the steal. It's a 3-on-1 for the Mustangs. Demps drops it for Horn, but the pass back to Demps off the mark, and the turnover gives it back. The Mustangs miss a golden opportunity with a 3-on-1. San Joaquin Delta with a 4-3 lead, 6:57 to go in the first quarter. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside briefly. You're watching the VC-Kiwanis Tournament of Champions here from Ventura on SoCalCollegeSports.com. San Joaquin Delta with the early lead. 6:55 to go here in the first quarter. Just underway in the third place game. O'Brien guarded closely by Demps. Nearly has the steal, but O'Brien able to ward her off. Now tries to find Einmer, but it's stolen by Anises, who's checked in. 2-on-1. Demps off to Sales, missed the left-handed layup. Rebound batted around to Sales. They'll kick it back outside. Demps will try for three. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Einmer in a crowd. Demps had the near steal. It's out of bounds, though. It'll stay with College of the Canyons. Looks like San Joaquin Delta is trying to maintain the same energy that they came with in the fourth quarter in the big comeback against Mount San Antonio College. Right now, the Mustangs were really undone by one bad quarter, outscoring the Mounties by a combined 10 points in the other three quarters, but they were outscored 20-5 in a disastrous second quarter that allowed the Mounties to take a big halftime lead, and then they held on for the win last night. Tanaka starts a drive, gets a screen, comes up shooting. She's fouled. Tanaka going to head to the line for a couple of free throws. Free throw from Tanaka is good, ties the game at 4. One more coming for Tanaka, and it's up and good. Well, we talked about the front court for College of the Canyons, but it's the back court that has the first 5 points for College of the Canyons. Anises off to Demps. Anises between the circles. Starts a drive on Bazell. They work it down low. Sales drops it off. Anises with the scoop shot. Won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with San Joaquin Delta. Pretty good feed from Sales out of the post, but Anises couldn't quite convert. Instead, the Mustangs will bring it in baseline left. Out front to Anises. They got a fresh shot clock. Simmons. And they work it down low to Sales again, working on Einmer. A triple team comes. They poke it away and steal it. Pass in the backcourt, recovered by Tanaka. Tanaka over the timeline. And the Cougars will set up, leading at 5-4. Cruz finds Bazell. Einmer, a cutting O'Brien, drops it off for Cruz, forces one up, might have been partially blocked. Anises, falling out of bounds, tries to keep it alive. Bazell has the steal. In from the left. Layup won't go. Rebound on the floor, tipped out of bounds, and it'll go back to San Joaquin Delta. Delaney returning for San Joaquin Delta. Jaylee Anises at the controls for the Mustangs. Williams drives it left. O'Brien pokes it away, but it's recovered. Back to Jones. Jones comes up shooting right of the lane and scores. Pretty shot. Mia Jones gives the Mustangs a 6-5 lead. Long pass to O'Brien, but it's too long, and the turnover will give it back to San Joaquin Delta. Mustangs will work at the length of the floor. Anises behind the screen from Delaney, drops it off for Jones. Jones hooks it down low to Delaney. Turnaround hook shot off the glass. Delaney now has 4. 8-5. The Mustangs with the lead. Einmer passing out of a double team. Finds Bazell 4-3. No good. Rebound to Jones. Mustangs want to run. Jones, hard drive into the lane, but it's poked away. Bazell has the steal. One-on-one with Sales. Bazell, right-handed layup is good. (8-7). Delaney recovers the errant pass. Out to Jones. Back down to Delaney. Left-handed hook. That's good. Delaney starting to heat up. She's got 6. San Joaquin Delta, a 10-7 lead. A whistle off the ball. This will go against San Joaquin Delta. It'll be Mia Jones. Changes for the Mustangs. Felicia Horn, Creona Bryant returning. For Gina Johnson. Cruz gonna bring it in. Einmer, the leading scorer, 16 a game, but she's been held in check so far. Scoreless here in the first quarter. Tanaka for 3. Rims high, no good. Long rebound. Einmer trying to keep it alive, but it's out of bounds. It'll go back to San Joaquin Delta.
A little bit of the reverse of what we saw yesterday, Stoy. Canyon started off pretty hot and then cooled down as the game got along. Right out of the gate, they are ice cold.
Yeah, O'Brien hit the 3. But other than that, the points have been hard to come from, particularly on field goals. Delaney finds Williams. Williams for 3. Too strong. Rebound on the floor. And Jones keeps it alive. And Mia Jones coming off the bench today, and she's given them a nice lift here in the first quarter. Hitting a shot and then keeps that one alive for a second chance opportunity here. Horn, baseline left. Trying to trap Williams. Delaney at the elbow. Drives it on Cruz. And the foul, this should go against Jeanette Cruz. And if it is, that'll be number 2 on Cruz. And Mikey made the point earlier, Cruz, along with quite a few Cougars yesterday, battled foul trouble in the game against Ventura.
Yeah. Ventura kind of has a knack for drawing fouls at inopportune times.
Delaney from 17, rimming no. Rebound to Einmer. Tanaka checked by Horn. Cougars trail it by 3. Backdoor cut, and it's knocked away.
Good activity from Delaney down low.
Mary Rose Elias has checked in the game, and good hands defensively for the Mustangs, able to knock that one away.
Mary Rose Elias, a player of note yesterday, in talking with Robin Hester of Ventura College. Keep an eye on her from the outside.
.11 on the shot clock, and Elias will bring it in from the corner. You got to be aware of the situation here, Michael, with the shot clock.
Yep.
O'Brien. Oriana has checked in as well. Einmer circles left, forces one up. Williams out of the pile. Coast to coast, Deja Williams lays it in.
That's a pretty good finish from Deja Williams. And Einmer just runs in her Cruz on the other end. See the replay here.
8-2 run for San Joaquin Delta, and the pressure from Demps. Knocks it out of play, but it will stay with College of the Canyons. You know, College of the Canyons is an interesting team. I think between O'Brien and Tanaka, they have very good ball handling in the backcourt, but they're having some trouble with the pressure here. And as a team, the assist-to-turnover ratio isn't really where you'd want it to be.
Smoke and mirrors at this point. Have to get better on the outside versus pressure. And, you know, early in the season, that's exactly what going up against better competition will do for you in terms of growing as a unit. And the guards, you talked about Tanaka, you talked about O'Brien. They have to do a better job versus the athletic point guard play, particularly Horn. Horn very active on the ball and off the ball and getting in passing lanes.
Yeah, so far early in the season, the leader in assists for College of the Canyons is Einmer out of the center position. Oriana goes glass. That breaks the run. 12-9. College of the Canyons back within 3. Williams nearly loses the handle, gets it back. Starts a drive, kicks it outside. They'll work it around. Demps will try for 3. Back iron. Rebound on the floor, dug out by Horn. Delaney with a foot on the line. Off the back iron again, and a foul on the rebound. Is this going to go against Oriana?
No, Delaney.
Delaney, okay.
Going after the rebound. I didn't see a lot of contact there. Is that Delaney's second? It is. So Delaney, the lead scorer right now on the floor for Delta, is going to have to come off. Not going to see much of her for the rest of this first half.
2 fouls, and they can ill afford to lose her. Well, she's going to stay in the game. Well, I guess she's going to come out here after the free throw.
Well, Delta in the penalty right now, so they have to wait until after the first free throw. Mount Sac now into the building.
Alexa Oriana's first free throw is good.
Should be a good one in our next game, Jeff.
Now, you can't get much better than a repeat of the state semifinal last year. 2 teams that know each other well. Maybe a little unfinished business for VC. We'll see. Careful what you wish for. They get them again here now in their building. 1 out of 2 for Oriana. 12-10. Williams jets into the front court. Across to Demps. Open for 3. No good. Long rebound. Oriana's got it, but Demps has the steal for the Mustangs. Williams hooks it outside. Jones starts a drive. Across to Demps. And now the Mustangs will try to set up again. Einmer with the steal on the entry pass. The ball's on the floor. Dug out by Oriana. Now it's a 2-on-1 if they hurry. O'Brien stops and pops from 10 feet. No good. Rebound pulled down by Sales.
I would have liked to see O'Brien maybe slow up at the three-point line and give herself a little bit more space. I think she overcommitted on that dribble, made the shot tougher than it needed to be.
Demps again for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Horn.
Well, if you're Demps, you don't get more wide open than what she just was. And Canyon's getting away with one there. Cruz late to react defensively, getting out there. And they will bring on Callie Self, who's a little bit more active in terms of a defender, getting out to the perimeter.
Williams for 3, in and out. Rebound on the floor. Elias looking for Oriana, but Williams has the steal. Transition again. And this time Demps hits. It's a 3.
And you don't want to get Demps going. Demps, she's been cold here in the first half. Nice dribble.
Elias at the buzzer, rims high, no good. After 1, 15-10, San Joaquin Delta with the lead. You're watching the VC-Kiwanis Tournament of Champions here from Ventura on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network.
head into the second quarter. 15-10, Delta with a 5-point lead on top of College of the Canyons. And Jeffrey, some cold shooting from the Cougars early on.
Yeah, they've had some opportunities. They're also taking some chances defensively, giving some pretty good looks to Peyton Demps, who managed to hit a three late in the quarter to help open up this 5-point lead.
Yeah, this 5-point lead could be a lot more than what it is right now. Self kicks it out. Looking for Einmar at the high post. That pass a little bit past its marks. Demps with a steal. Deja Williams on the far side. Hesitation step. Picks up her dribble. Kicks it inside. Looking for Simmons. That pass is stolen by Einmar. Her second in as many defensive possessions. O'Brien, nice feed inside. Elias.
Terrific job running the break. You know, Mike, Einmar has a way of baiting passes into the post. I think she plays a little bit off, intending to step in front. She's done it a couple times now on entry passes.
Shot from the high post, no good. 15-12. Steal, Demps again. Demps will be fouled by Self. Self fouled out of last night's contest versus Ventura.
Struggles continue in the backcourt for College of the Canyons against this pressure from San Joaquin Delta. Delta came into the season the #1 ranked team in the preseason poll in the North after a 25-win season last year that ended in the NorCal playoffs against College of the Siskiyous, who went all the way to the state championship before falling to Mount San Antonio College. So the Mustangs expected to be a contender, to be back here in March.
Demps up to 5 points. Make it 6, so she's tied with the team lead with Delaney. 16-12 rather. Tanaka brings it up. Bizel hits a cutting Tanaka, nothing there. Einmar at the high post. Gets it back, does Tanaka. On the perimeter, driving baseline. Simmons, great closeout. Good feet. Tanaka from 3. No, it's short. Rebounded by Self. She wins another possession for the Cougars. And a fresh clock. Tanaka out front. Tanaka with the left hand. That's no good. Rebounded by Demps. Demps gives off. She's going to be fouled. Second foul should go against Self.
Well, this is what Callie Self does. She's an energy player coming off the bench and brings a measure of physicality.
Yeah.
You know, some players, I think, Michael, by virtue of how they play, they're there to use their 5 fouls.
Absolutely.
You know, before it's all said and done.
Demps wide open from 3, and it's an air ball.
Well, Demps is getting some good looks.
Great looks. Right now, the lead stays at 4 for the Mustangs. Tanaka gets some contact on the shot. No call. Einmar goes back up with it, and she'll score. So Einmar continues to be a force down low for College of the Canyons.
Well, I think the adjustment here from Greg Herrick is that in the game last night against Ventura, they were trying to establish Einmar with a touch every time down in that game. And today, I think they're trying to get a little more off the dribble drive and not going so much to Einmar every possession.
Well, it's a good job of trying to mix it up offensively. Sanchez will check into the ball game, and Sanchez showed a pretty nice shooting stroke from outside last night. So something to be aware of if you're the Mustangs. Oriana will bring it up for the Cougars. Oriana into the lane. She'll fire from 15. That's no good. Off the rim. Rebounded by Creona Bryant. It's Bryant, Sales, Demps. A new player on the floor right now for San Joaquin Delta.
I believe that's Olivia Simmons. We don't have a 35 in the program, but I think that's Olivia Simmons. We'll try to get a clarification on that at halftime, if not sooner.
Einmar goes to her right. It's a blocking foul. Looks like Creona Bryant was late getting to the spot, and Einmar picks up a couple free throws coming her way. Einmar only with 2 points thus far. $7:10 to go in the second quarter.
Einmar coming off a game last night when she had 17 points and 6 rebounds. But she had to work for it against a very physical Ventura team. 9 of 13 from the line in the game was Kalana Einmar. Meanwhile, quietly, here comes College of the Canyons after trailing by as many as 5. They got an opportunity here to tie it up.
And this is really a result of all the missed shots on good looks for San Joaquin Delta. So Canyon stays within striking distance, and now it's tied up at 16-all. Simmons will come off, although we think it's Simmons. We're not entirely sure. Hey, it's early in the season for us, Stor.
It really is. We're not even in 2018 yet.
Anises with it. At the top, gives off. This is Horn. Horn around the screen, gives off to Mia Jones. Back to Anises from 3. That's off. Bazell with a long rebound. She's fouled. Creona Bryant. And that's 2 in the past couple of possessions for Creona Bryant. Now her 3rd foul, and she'll likely have to come out. Gina Johnson motioning towards the bench. While you have Creona Bryant in foul trouble. Deja Williams late to get to the scorer's table. So if I'm Canyons, I'm going right at Creona Bryant. That's exactly what they do. Eimer, just great recognition there. She'll finish at the rim. Now Canyons with a 2-point lead. Jones with it on the far side. Kicks it back. Bryant. Anises. Back to Jones. Jones driving the baseline. Nothing there. Great closeout by Ariana. Anises. By Sanchez. 2-3 zone look here from the Cougars. And why not? Versus a cold shooting team like Delta from the outside right now. Jones will drive the lane. She'll have a nice touch on the rim and score.
Second time that Jones has hit from about the same spot.
Sanchez leaks out. Nobody guarding her. Another layup on the other end for the Cougars. 2-point lead. And Gina Johnson, irate, will take a timeout right here. 5:58 remaining in the second quarter. You are watching the 20th annual Ventura College Tournament of Champions, sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Ventura. So a missed defensive assignment results in a 2-point lead for Canyons. 5:55 to go in the second quarter. San Joaquin Delta, one of the top seeds from the north. In the black, Horn with a steal and a layup. Eimer did not handle the rebound cleanly. And Jeff, we talked about it earlier about the defensive push that was made in that fourth quarter, led by Horn in a loss versus Mount Sac yesterday. Down by as many as 19, and they closed the gap in a hurry. And Horn was a big part of that. Eimer at the high post, great feed inside. Self, layup no good, but she's fouled by Horn.
And it does look like Olivia Simmons, number 20, has checked in for San Joaquin Delta, so still one player we need to identify, but Simmons in the game now for the Mustangs.
Let's see.
Self had a pretty good look off the good feed from Eimer, but
you got to finish
a little, an intimidation factor, I think, on the shot blocking, and she rushed it a little bit and instead has to settle for 1 out of 2.
Cruz will come back into the ball game dealing with some foul trouble.
I was going to say I could relate to that. You probably can't, but I can.
Not very good with layups. Not anymore anyway. Too worried about my knees. Deja with it out front, has it poked away by Oriana. Ball finally finds itself in the hands of Demps. Out to Horn. Horn driving to her right, looking for some separation, can't find it. Mia Jones inside the key, left-handed layup, that's long. Rebounded by Simmons. Simmons off the mark. Eimer with a rebound. Oriana, great feed up ahead. Bazell lays it up and lays it in. And the Cougars doing a great job in this quarter of looking up the floor for the player leaking out.
Yeah, too many horizontal passes in the first quarter leading to some turnovers, and now they're starting to more aggressively attack the pressure.
Demps will fire from 3, and she'll hit her second of the game, 2 of 6 now on the afternoon.
You know, Michael, Demps just needed to back up a couple of steps. She was a couple feet behind the line there, and she knocked that one down.
Sanchez now with it near side. Looking for Cruz down low. Cruz looking for the baseline. Finally kicks it back out. Bazell saves it from going out of bounds. Here's Oriana at the top, guarded by Demps. Sanchez wide open in the corner. Can't leave her open. Swish.
Good job by Sanchez working off the ball to maintain spacing. Works to an open spot on the floor and connects.
Great point, Stoy. Spacing such a key factor in successful open looks going down. Didn't really see it from Canyons yesterday. I thought they were going to be a little bit too packed in. Did find the range at times. Jones misses from outside. Oriana with a rebound. Guarded by Horn, and Horn might win a jump ball here. No. Cruz able to contain it, but now locked up with Demps, and we'll have a jump ball now. Arrow's going to stay here. Now we'll have a jump ball.
Good response by Canyons here in the second quarter after trailing by 5 after 1. They've already put 16 on the board here in the second quarter, so the shooting's returned.
It's an 8-point run in the last six and a half minutes. Happy you've joined us, everybody. Spread the word, www.socalcollegesports.com, or on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. We're good with either. SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube, though, probably the easiest way to find us. We have another substitution here. Horn's going to come off. Did Horn just pick up her second? No. Demps will bring it inbounds. And he says, off to Jones. That pass nearly stolen by Bazell. Demps now with it. Demps can't leave me open. I'll hit my third. No. Off the back iron. Einmer looking for a rebound. And going out of bounds is Demps. Had her foot on the line as she tried to save it.
Yeah, luckily the wall stopped her roll as Demps was going after that ball.
It's okay. The concrete broke her fall. Cruz looks off Demps. Enters into Bazell. Bazell's going to bring it in and bring it up the floor. Oriana enters at the high post. Great find down low. Great ball movement from Canyons. Cruz with a no-look pass out to Sanchez. That was well off the mark. Sanchez would have had a wide-open 3 had he got there cleanly. Sanchez down the corner with it. Looking inside. Double team on Cruz. Bazell drives the baseline. She'll put it up. Not in. Rebound tapped around. Einmer finally finds it herself with it. Bazell on her putback. No good. Rebounded by Delta. Here's Anises up the floor, wide open Jones in transition. Oh, it looked like she maybe stutter steps, gets away with it. Her shot no good. Einmer with a rebound.
Good box out by Einmer on Sales. There's a reason she's averaging over 11 a game.
Yeah. Might be at 11 at the half. Sanchez again from 3. No. Einmer flies in for the rebound. No, Jones contains it and corrals it for San Joaquin Delta. The Mustangs trailing by 3, 2:15 to go in the second quarter.
Mike Anises has really given Sanchez a lot of room on that 3.
Shot on the outside. Good for Delta. And we're tied up at 26 all. Oriana brings it up, back the other way quickly for the Cougars. No numbers, she'll have to hold it up. They're looking for Einmer down in the low post. Pretty good job by Sales. Defensively down low. Oriana off the mark. Demps with a steal. Delta now back the other way. Anises, a chance for the Mustangs to take the lead. Anises inside. Sales, point blank, puts it in.
Nice feed from Anises. You know, Mike, on the previous possession, they tried to go in the high post to Cruz, and Oriana there, I think, has to take a step back, give a little more room to make that pass. And the spacing, a bit of an issue, and it leads to the turnover.
Juzane Cavalli, number 35. We just got a scores table correction. Initially listed as a redshirt this season. Special thanks to Robin Hester.
Thanks,
Rob.
Rob.
Heads up. Cavalli with it. Just hit a 3. She's going to hit another one? No, she's off the back iron. It's going to be tapped out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Delta as Oriana was the last to touch it. Self will come on. She's going to come on for Einmer.
Alexa Brand checking into the game for the first time for the Mustangs.
Early in the season right now, Einmer looks a little gassed. 28-26.
She did play 39 minutes yesterday. And I think she's gone pretty much the route here today so far.
Quick shot off of the inbounds play. Off the mark by Alexa Brand. Demps with a rebound. Another possession for Delta. Anises from 3. Didn't hit iron. Off the backboard, Self with the rebound. The Cougars now with it in the white, working left to right. Oriana behind the back dribble. Nearly lost her footing. Looking inside for Self. Great pass, but Alexa Brand right there for a steal. Will have a foul.
Yeah, good help from Brand.
And this is going to go against Cruz, and if that's against Cruz, that's her third.
Yeah.
So Cruz likely going to have to come off here. Well, yesterday they left Cruz on the floor working with 3 fouls. She did a pretty good job of not picking up her 4th towards the end of the first half, but under a minute to go now in the second quarter.
Well, she's matched up with Kiara Sales. It'll be interesting to see if maybe they try to get it to Sales.
Demps, they get Sales out of the key. She's been camped in there for a little while. Horn picks up her dribble. She's at the high post. Looks like she maybe double dribbled there. What was that?
Are they going to say that maybe they got a hand in there, knocked it free, and then she got it back?
Coach Greg Herrick is pleading to the stands, hey, did anybody see that, or is it just me? I saw it. I just don't have a whistle. Delta now with a 4-point lead.
Did the 3C2A suspend its double dribble rule?
Just for that possession, apparently. Bazell, layup, up and good. It's a great find.
Good feed by Oriana, again, working off the dribble. And a good job by Bazell getting that shot up quickly.
Williams from way downtown, air ball, and will go in at the half, 30-28. Back and forth battle here in the third place game. VC 20th annual Tournament of Champions, Ventura College. Back in a moment.
Set to get underway in the second half. Delta with the 2-point lead over Canyons as we head to the third quarter. Williams has an inbound, joined by Demps and Horn, along with Sales and Delaney on the floor. Delaney working on Einmar, spins left, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound tapped around, out of bounds. It'll go back to College of the Canyons. So again, they try to establish Delaney early in the third. Delaney finished the first half with 6 points. Meanwhile, for College of the Canyons, they come back with O'Brien and Tanaka in the backcourt, along with Einmer, Bazell, and Cruz up front. Pass stolen. Here come the Mustangs. Delaney, left-handed scoop, blocked. Rebound on the floor. Tanaka had it, and a foul in the backcourt. Williams with her first. Cruz playing with 3 fouls here in the first half. Well, start of the third now. O'Brien, they try to trap her on the near side. The pass across to Bazell is tipped, but not stolen. Recovered. O'Brien will fire for 3. That's good. CeCe O'Brien with a triple. The Cougars back out in front. Back and forth battle here in the third place game. The VC-Kiwanis Tournament of Champions from Ventura College. Williams fakes the 3, drives to the glass, left-handed scoop, no good. Rebound pulled down by Cruz.
Jeff, you have to really like where you're at if you're Canyons. You've got a 1-point lead right now. You started off the game 3 of 13 in the first quarter for 23%, but then you right the ship and go 7 of 16 from the field in that second quarter, and back and forth battle here.
And if there's one thing you can count on early in the season, if you're College of the Canyons, it's the good defense, allowing just 31% opponent field goal percentage. This one stolen from Einmar. Horn in one-on-one, layup won't go. Rebound to Tanaka, and a good job by Tanaka, who has it stolen by Horn again. This time the layup won't go. Tanaka recovers once again. I started to say good job by Tanaka, not fouling Horn on the drive, and she's pleading for a little help back there. She is harassed by both Horn and Williams on the pressure. Knocked out of bounds, but College of the Canyons will keep it. Cruz will bring it in. Gets it to O'Brien, who just hit the 3 to give College of the Canyons the lead. O'Brien between the circles. Wants to pick and roll with Cruz, but it's knocked away and stolen. Horn with a 2-on-1. In from the left, left-handed scoop. This time Horn gets it to go.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, indeed. Delta back up by 1. They try to trap Bazell. The pass through Cruz. No backcourt violation. Instead, it's stolen by Jones. Jones finds Anises. They fan it out. Demps with a 3. Swish.
The pressure now on another level for San Joaquin Delta, and Canyons has not responded very well to it. We talked about how shaky some of the backcourt has been, the backcourt play rather, in bringing up the ball versus pressure for Canyons. We see it right here. O'Brien squirts away.
From the elbow, knocks that one down. O'Brien's got 5 here in the third quarter. Canyons back within 2. Horn off to Anises. Mustangs will set up. Plenty of time on the shot clock. It's at 19. Delaney fakes, fans it out. Demps will try again from 3. Rims no good. Rebound knocked around to Cruz. Well, Demps is now 2 of 10 from long range. She's certainly not shy. O'Brien stops and pops from 12. That's short. Rebound on the floor. Dug out by O'Brien. She'll try again. No good. Rebound to Anises.
O'Brien very resilient. Just can't get it to go. She should have been awarded with an over-the-back call on Jones last time down. Good box out, and Jones went over the back.
Horn facing up on Bazell. Baseline drive, still on the drive, reverse layup, no good. Rebound yanked down by Einmer.
Well, Jeff, off camera before the game, you were talking about how this could be a pretty good matchup. It's turned out to be just that. 35-33, San Joaquin Delta with a 2-point lead.
Yeah, you sense that this one's going into the fourth quarter. I think we're going to get down to the wire before this one's ultimately resolved. O'Brien for the hat trick, no good. Rebound knocked around. Anises has it. Bit of a heat check for O'Brien.
I like the shot.
Anises passes on the 3, instead goes to Delaney from 16, rimming no. Rebound on the floor. Sanchez had it for a moment, but it's knocked away. The Mustangs have regained. Anises, a standing dribble. Working on Cruz. Good and one. And for Cruz, that should be foul number 4.
Yeah. Now remember, they do get 6 fouls as well. Is it 6 or 5? I think it's 5.
I think it's 5. Yeah, I think a couple players fouled out in the coverage yesterday.
With 5.
So that's a big foul for Cruz. It's number 4. And it's good recognition by Anises, who picked up Cruz in a switch and went right to work with a hard drive to the glass, laid it in, got the foul, and a chance to extend on a 4-point lead for Anises. And it's good. Delta with a 5-point lead. That equals their largest. 38-33, and now they'll set up the pressure. For College of the Canyons, Sydney Jordan checking into the game, her first appearance. Oriana finds Jordan over the line. Jordan has that one stolen by Horn. 2 on 3. Horn going to back it out. Skips it across to Delaney. Delaney drives right. Forces one up, but a whistle before the shot. It's an offensive foul, and that'll give it back to College of the Canyons. The turnover. And the Cougars, trailing by 5, have it back. Oriana has that one knocked away by Demps. It's on the floor. Bazel's got it back. She'll hoist one up from 3. No good. Rebound to Jones. Williams over the timeline. Fans it outside. Demps. They'll work it around. Wide open. Horn will try for a 3. Too strong. Bazel's got the rebound, but her outlet pass is off the mark, and it's going to be out of bounds. It'll go back to San Joaquin Delta. The pressure causes another turnover in the backcourt. 5:12 to go in the third. 38-33. San Joaquin Delta with the lead and the ball. Williams, a little hesitation, splits a double team. Shot up no good, but a foul called. Williams heading to the line for a couple of free throws. Oriana with her first foul. Deja Williams had 11 points in the loss last night to Mount San Antonio College. Comes in averaging over 9 points a game on the season. Williams, a sophomore from Sacramento, Durham High School. Good on the first free throw, second one in the air and good. The Mustangs have their largest lead at 7, 40-33. Einmer working against the pressure, splits the double team. She's over the timeline. Jordan starts a drive and a reach-in foul. That'll go against Williams. Second for Williams. Bazel looking to bring it in, finds Self. Oriana at the controls. Hooks it in. Einmer working on Delaney, spins back left. Williams has the steal. It's a 4-on-2. Williams leading the break, fans it outside. A drive by DeVal, and it's blocked on the way up, and the ball's on the floor. We've got whistles. What's the call? So no foul on Cavalli. Instead, it'll go back to College of the Canyons. Einmer with a long pass, but nobody home. Self giving chase, but she'll run out of room, and the turnover will give it back to the Mustangs. Cougars starting to pile up the turnovers. They had 12 at the break, and they continue to struggle against the length and the pressure of Mount San Antonio College, of San Joaquin Delta College. I'm looking ahead to Game 2 today, and let's remind everybody that we'll have coverage of the championship game here in the VC-Kiwanis Tournament of Champions here from Ventura. That'll be the host, Ventura College Pirates, taking on Mount San Antonio College, the 2-time defending state champions. So a tall order for Ned Mercedik and his Ventura College Pirates. early in the season. And we'll see how the Pirates fare against Brian Critchlow and the Mount San Antonio College Mounties. That'll come up directly after this game. You can find the game on our webpage, www.socalcollegesports.com. Also, you can search our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1, and the player will be right there for you. Cavalli for three off the back iron. The rebound batted around, and Jones has it, another second chance. Delaney fans it outside. Cavalli open for three, no good. Over the backboard, back to College of the Canyons, and a couple of good looks for Jazane Cavalli. And she didn't miss by much. Well, interestingly, this one went over the backboard, I thought, but they're going to give it to San Joaquin Delta. Quickly inbounded to Delaney, spins left, shot no good, but she's hammered. And Delaney will head to the line for a couple of free throws. So Delaney at the line. First free throw is good. Delaney's got 7 in the game. One more free throw coming, and it's good. Mustangs slowly pulling away in this one. They have the lead up to 9 as the Cougars continue to struggle against the pressure. Bazell will try for 3 and hit. Big shot for Bazell. That stops the run, cuts the deficit to 6. Entry pass knocked away again by Einmer. You see Einmer again baiting that entry pass and then shutting down the passing lane. Didn't come up with the steal that time, but knocked it away. Into Cavalli. Williams around a Delaney screen, stops and pops from 15 off the back iron. Long rebound, another chance for the Mustangs. They really feasted on the offensive glass here in this third quarter to help establish this 6-point lead. Williams. Cavalli back to Williams.
Good fade.
And they'll continue to play catch, and this time Cavalli barely moves the net on the 3.
That's just beautiful execution right there. You see Cavalli enter in and then work off of a fade screen from Delaney and buries the triple.
Delaney gets a hand up, has the steal. It's a 1-on-2. Delaney in from the left, fakes, lays it in. 47-36. Long pass to Einmer. The ball's on the floor. Williams has it. Another turnover. Here come the Mustangs.
Starting to come off the rails here for the Canyons.
Williams fans it outside. Demps open for 3. No good. Rebound on the floor. Cavalli's got it back. Hooks it to Jones. Short shot won't go. Jones on the offensive glass again. Tries to force one up. No call. Rebounds on the floor, and the Cougars have it back.
Looking
2-on-1. 2-on-2, I should say. Oriana in on Demps. Forces one up. Rims no good. Rebound pulled down by Williams. Jones fouled by Self. 2:39 remaining in the third. And it's the offensive rebounding, Michael, that's really keying this for San Joaquin Delta, throwing a few made shots, but the second and third chances, they just appear to be getting after it a little harder here in the third quarter.
Yeah, well, sometimes when you play Mount Sac, that'll rub off a little bit.
Jones readies the free throw. It's good. It was a 2-point game at the half, 30-28. But now the lead has grown to 12. One more coming for Jones. That free throw is good. 19 points here on the board for San Joaquin Delta in the third. And they've opened up a 13-point lead. And where do you go here if you're College of the Canyons? They've had trouble establishing Kalana Einmar down low in this game. Jordan ahead of the crowd, but has a block from behind by Sales. Be out of bounds. Well, that's been one of their more effective plays. Jordan getting ahead of the field against the pressure, but that time Sales able to get back, but she did foul Jordan on the block. So Jordan will head to the line for a couple of free throws. Hits the first, 2:32 to go in the third. Jordan's second free throw rims and goes. Good touch for Jordan, 49-38. It's an 11-point lead. Bryant off to Williams, fakes, drives, loses the handle. It's on the floor, but recovered by Bryant. Shot off the glass, no good. Einmer on the defensive glass and fouled in the backcourt.
I thought she traveled.
Well, she's trying to dig that ball out. Bryant going to be called for the foul. For Creona Bryant, that's her fourth foul. Cougars have it back and just trying to get out of this third quarter. See if they can finish the last couple minutes here, get back within striking distance for the fourth. Trailing it by 11. Oriana leans over the dribble. Einmer quickly double-teamed, drives it left, spins back right, hook shot, missed everything. Rebound on the floor, out of bounds, and it's going back to San Joaquin Delta. And you continue to see the hard double team as soon as Einmer touches the ball. Mustangs not going to let Kalana Einmer beat him.
Camera one.
Williams walks it into the front court. Demps will try again for three, and that goes down for Demps. Her third three tonight. She's up to 15. 52-38. The Mustangs now lead it by 14. Oriana drives on Horn into a crowd. Gets one up and one.
Some helter-skelter action here at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah. A good answer for Oriana. I think if you're College of the Canyons here, 1:39 to go in the third. Just want to get this one back into single digits heading into the fourth. Long way to go. That one off the back iron. It's on the floor. And Demps able to dig it out, but she's fouled in the backcourt. That's going to go against Oriana. Both teams in the penalty. The second on Oriana sends Demps to the line. He's got 15 in the game. Well, they have really dared Demps to shoot from long range tonight. As College of the Canyons, that one's in and out.
After the early results, why not? But Demps has done a pretty good job of maintaining her composure, and she's kept battling, firing away, and up to 15 points in the ballgame right now.
Well, yeah. If it's the shot to take, it's the shot to take. I guess you got to just keep on taking it, and she has knocked down 3 of them.
Yep.
0 for 2 on the free throws. Delaney keeps it alive, lays it up, no good. Rebound dug out by Einmer. Across to Bazell. Bazell in from the left. Tries to feed Jordan, but Delaney with a great hustle getting all the way back. Knocks that one away. It'll stay with College of the Canyons. Bazell off a screen and a foul before the shot. Self goes down. And it's on Callie Self. Her 4th foul, setting the screen for Bazell. Horn wants to feed it down low. Sails. Misfires. Rebound Cougars. Demps with another steal. Einmer going to pick up the foul.
Jeff, I will say this. I think Oriana is making a case for herself to be put into the starting lineup to either go alongside CeCe O'Brien or Tanaka. Only thing is I'd like to see her decision-making be a little better. She's very good with the ball. Sometimes the passes, one, are either off the mark or two, a little late or just bad judgment. But her handle is probably the best out of those 3 players I just mentioned.
And that's saying something because O'Brien and Tanaka have handled the ball well. Also have pretty good handles. There's generally speaking, the backcourt here, as we alluded to earlier in the game, very solid in terms of handling the ball.
Yeah, I think Oriana just with a little bit more physicality, she can fight through pressure a little bit better.
Meanwhile, the Mustangs getting on the offensive glass again.
Good closeout by Bazell. Delaney was thinking about shooting it.
Williams holds. Around a Delaney screen. Delaney outside. Demps will try for a 3. Rimming, no. Rebound batted around. We have a foul. So Horn with the foul for San Joaquin Delta, so this will result in free throws with 35 seconds remaining. And the Mustangs out in front by 13. Got an official conference here. Okay, so they
technical Herrick foul again. Back-to-back nights with technical fouls.
On Greg Herrick. And I think this started on the moving screen called by on Cali Self on a previous possession. Saw Herrick, who didn't agree with the call, let's just say, and I think he was still jawing a little bit, I suspect, about the direction of the calls, and ultimately earns the technical. 1 out of 2 for Demp. She's got 17 in the game. So 54-40. Now we'll head back to the other side for the free throws for Cali Self.
Well,
so
Jeff,
Cavalli going to return for San Joaquin Delta.
Well, Cavalli's been pretty good, especially her outside touch has been a nice surprise here for San Joaquin Delta.
Misses both free throws, and about a 5-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Horn finds Cavalli, quick pass to Delaney from 15, that's good.
What a luxury. You have Cavalli, you have Delaney with pretty good touch from the perimeter.
Well, starting to get a sense of why this team earned a #1 ranking in the preseason poll in the North. Well, a lot of tools to work with here for Gina Johnson.
When they play up to their potential, you saw what they can do. They battled back from a 19-point deficit to cut it to, I believe, 2 yesterday in the 4th.
Delaney with good active hands again, able to get a hand on that pass. End of the 3rd quarter, 56-40. San Joaquin Delta in command. You're watching the VC-Kiwanis Tournament of Champions here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network.
In the 4th quarter now, San Joaquin Delta with a commanding 16-point lead. It's a back-and-forth affair. In fact, Canyons only down by 2 heading into the 3rd quarter. But they only managed 10 points in that third, or check that. They only managed 12 points in that 3rd. Outscored 28-12. Find themselves down by a heap. Another basket from San Joaquin Delta gets the lead out to 58-40. Remember, everybody, be sure to visit us at www.socalcollegesports.com. And tweet at us. Let us know how we're doing. At SoCal College SPO. We will have the basketball championships later in the season in March. Game 1 of 2 today. We'll have Ventura and Mount Sac in the final of this tournament, the Tournament of Champions from Ventura College. Einmar on the follow, no good, but she's fouled. That's a 4th foul on Williams. 3 players on the floor for San Joaquin Delta with 4 fouls. You have Creona Bryant, Felicia Horn, and now Deja Williams. Williams will come off, as will Horn. Demps back into the ball game along with Mia Jones. Broadcasting live also on the VC Sports Network. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, Matt Henson, the entire SoCalCollegeSports.com crew. Busy week for us as we head up to the soccer and volleyball championships up in the north at American River and Solano Colleges, respectively. Jones off the Demps near side, gives up to Delaney from up top. Cruz closes out. Hand off to Demps. Demps gives off. This is Cavalli. Over to Mia Jones. 10 on the shot clock. Jones loses her footing. Delaney going to have to fire from deep. That's off the backboard, rims in. Delaney from 3. Better be lucky than good, Stoy.
She might have called glass from there.
Delaney with a block on the other end.
I don't think you have to call glass when there's under 5 to go on the shot clock.
Jolene Delaney going Rasheed Wallace here on the other end. Cavalli from 3. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Demps. And Delta will maintain possession now, leading by 20 after the made 3 from Delaney. Jones thought about it from 3. Instead, she'll back it out. Kill a little clock here on this possession. 8:15 to go in the 4th quarter. Jones still on the dribble, looking for a screen. Gives off to Cavalli. Cavalli looking at the high post. Instead, going down low. Jones enters in and puts it up. That was Kiara Sells, rather, on the finish.
Yeah, Sells had kind of a quiet weekend offensively, but there she established good position down low.
Yeah, working early in the shot clock, and she gives up position there to Einmar, and Einmar gets fouled on doing work on one end and not doing it on the other. I got to tell you, as a big man, I was absolutely roasted for that in my playing days. Work hard on offense, not on defense. You're running laps.
Yeah, Sales just gets beaten to the spot there, I think, by Einmer, who's a little quicker down the floor.
First free throw up and good from Einmar. Second free throw off the mark, a little bit off the back iron. Rebounded by Demps, off to Mia Jones, and Jones will hold for Delta. Off to Cavalia. Delaney turns and faces, gives off to Jones. Delaney working in the post, puts it down. Off to Demps. Good find. Demps off the mark. Jones offensive rebound. Put back is good. And Sanchez, really nothing she can do there.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup for Sanchez. She's giving away a lot of height to Mia Jones. And a good job by Jones taking advantage.
Sanchez splits a double team, puts the 17-foot floater up and good. Giselle Sanchez. Inside, and that's just a terrific find from Cavalia, but unable to convert. That's Kiara Sales. Sanchez back the other way with it. It's a quick 4-0 run for Giselle Sanchez. Under 7 to play here in the final quarter. 3rd place game of the VC-Kiwanis 20th Annual Tournament of Champions. Full timeout on the floor. We will take one ourselves. 6:46 to go in this one. 19-point lead for the Mustangs on top of the Cougars. Delta looking for a third-place finish here at the Tournament of Champions. Early season coverage, 3C2A women's basketball. Jones, as the shot clock winding down, misses, but she gets her own rebound. That one blocked by Einmar. Off to Demps. New possession for Delta and an opportunity to kill some more clock.
Einmar had 4 blocks in the loss yesterday to Ventura, and she's an enforcer down low.
Well, Einmar wasn't credited with a block in the first half, but I believe she had 2.
Well, like any good enforcer, it's the shots that she affected that don't show up in the scorebook. We all know that.
5th foul on Cruz. She's done. Here comes Callie Self. Broadcasting on a new platform today here, Jeffrey. VMix versus VidBlaster. Just testing out a couple new things here.
Oh, I'm aware.
So for anybody watching, if you experience a couple glitches, we apologize. Delaney inside, good post move, can't finish up top. She's going to foul Einmar over the back. For Delaney,
good discipline defense by Einmar is why you see her is to go straight up there, avoids the temptation to bring the arm down, pick up the foul. Instead, just challenge the shot from Delaney.
Oriana on the dribble, working on Demps, gets into the lane. Nobody stops her. She puts it up off the backboard, no good. Some contact in there, but it didn't merit a call. Jones now back the other way for Delta. Crossover dribble on Einmar. She's going to bring it back out and reset. Working on Bazell. Thought about driving the lane. Brings it back out to Delaney. Wide open up top. Doesn't think about shooting. Gives off to Demps instead. Demps working to her right. She's going to be fouled. Oriana will be the offending player. Second team foul on College of the Canyons. 5:38 to go. Good sportsmanship out there. Both teams helping each other off of the floor. Lexa Brand will inbound the basketball. Finds Jones. Jones gets a screen from Delaney. Enters in at the high post. Not a bad move inside and unable to get that to go. Kiara Sales again gives off to Mia Jones, and Jones will finish from 12 feet.
I'll tell you, Sales has got a couple of really unlucky bounces here in this fourth quarter on some shots that are really...
She's had a couple that were halfway down.
Yeah, exactly.
Einmar to the basket, right-handed finish, no good, through the trees. Can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Delaney off to Jones, and Delaney, I want to say she has herself a triple or a double-double.
But just to finish the point quickly on Sales, especially on that last one, it's a great job of staying with the play and ultimately finds Jones on a great pass after getting the rebound to end up with the hoop.
That's staying with it. Delaney thought about it from 3. Instead drives the lane, fouled by Einmar, and Delaney going to go to the line for 2 to add to her point total. She has 15 today. Leads all scorers in this one.
Well, there Einmar succumbs to the temptation to bring the arm down and really go for the block on the drive on Delaney. Delaney is, obviously has that triple threat dynamic to her game where she can hit that face-up shot. She can obviously work down low. She can score with both the left and the right hand. And all that, of course, makes it difficult to stop her from driving because you really have to contest in so many different ways.
Yeah, she's a pretty sound player. I like the way that she battles. She's got a great motor.
Yep.
I think just needs to harness the passion out there on the floor, and I think she can be an outstanding player at the 4-year level.
I really like the way that she's going a little Larry Bird here. She scored all with her left hand last night, and she says, well, today I'll do it with my right hand only today. And and that's obviously, you can talk about playing at the next level, and that's so very critical, especially working down low, to be able to work going in both directions, left and right, and she's certainly shown that ability.
Yeah. And again, flashing very good touch, this time from the stripe. Delaney 1 of 2 on the free throws. 16 today. Oriana to Sanchez to Einmar, and Einmar will finish and 1. This is over Delaney. If that's on Delaney, that's her 4th, and indeed.
Delaney moving over to help out on defense and then tried to back away, but the contact already been made, and the foul gets called there, and Einmar heads to the line trying to convert the three-point opportunity.
I thought Delaney did a pretty good job going straight up.
Yeah, she was absolutely going. And not only that, I felt like she was ultimately going back. But I think what happened was she committed a little too far initially,
brought
the contact, and then trying to back away.
Can't move.
But I think that call could have gone either way. It could have been a no call to me as well.
Agreed. And one opportunity converted by Einmar. Cuts it back to a 19-point deficit for College of the Canyons. 4:35. Steal by Einmar. Oriana gives it up ahead to Einmar. Einmar kicks it back out. Sanchez from 3. No. Over the backboard. Alexa Brand saves it from going out of bounds. It'll be a foul on Einmar, her 4th.
And Einmar thinks that she had the jump ball there. Instead picks up foul number 4.
14 foul as well for the Cougars. As time ticks away in this one. Brand with it on the far side for San Joaquin Delta. Brand's going to throw this one out of bounds. Remember, you can catch this broadcast on the archive copy on our channels, SoCal College Sports 1. Sure, Matt will put something on the scroller, alluding to our YouTube channel. So want to go back and watch coverage from any game that we covered this weekend. Semifinals yesterday, the 3rd place game. And today's final. Go to our channel, subscribe, feel free. We like subscribers. Under 4 minutes to go.
That's what YouTube channels are all about.
It's true. Bazell taps that one away. It finds itself in the hands of Mia Jones. Jones with 10 on the shot clock. Jones working against Oriana. Crossover. Great feat from Oriana defensively, and this is going to be a fantastic defensive possession. No, Brand gets off a 3 as the shot clock winds down. No good, but it's rebounded by Creona Bryant. A new possession for Delta. The team continues here for second chance opportunities for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you got to give the Mustangs a lot of credit here in this second half. They've really just gotten after it and ultimately ratcheted up the pressure, and that's really spelled the difference.
Yeah.
Both offensively and defensively.
Agreed. Bryant drives the lane. It's going to be an offensive foul going to go against Alexa Brand. Screening off, and looked like she kind of turned her body in there and gets whistled for the foul.
You know, San Joaquin Delta is going to end up taking 3rd here, but this has really been a terrific weekend for San Joaquin Delta. A victory over Long Beach City College, who ultimately won their last 2 games, winning earlier today. A team that's beaten Mount San Antonio College. Then they give the Mounties all they can handle last night, and now an impressive victory going away here against College of the Canyons. And I think you have to be pretty satisfied. I'm sure in their huddle they would have liked to have been playing in our next game, trying to win this one. But I think the weekend obviously has been a big success for San Joaquin Delta.
And on the other side of the coin, if you look at College of the Canyons, I think they've had pretty good runs in stretches, in spots. Einmar has been a fantastic force. Bazell had a nice game last night. It's been a little quiet today. She only has 9 points. She finished with 19 yesterday.
You know, watching some of the tools that they have and then looking at some of the struggles that they have right now in terms of moving the ball and working against pressure, it's the kind of team you'd like to see them late in the season and see how far they progressed.
Yeah, you'd like to see them as a viewer. I don't think you want
under Greg Herrick.
I don't think you want to see them as a competitor.
Right. But it's one of those things where you wonder where they might be.
Great backdoor from Horn. Good find from Williams. Pass up ahead. And that's the decision-making process that I alluded to earlier, Jeffrey, from Oriana. The thought process was correct. The execution, however, not there.
This team, in addition to having, obviously, some solid players, they're top 5 right now in field goal defense. They're top 5 in free throws made and attempted. Those are some nice starting points for a team if you're a coach.
Oriana now with it. Up ahead looking for Sanchez. That pass on the money. Step back 3 from Giselle Sanchez.
Boy, you have to be aware of where Giselle Sanchez is on the floor at all times.
She's a player.
Yeah. That is a player that you cannot lose in transition.
I remember a Sanchez that used to play here at Ventura College. She was pretty good.
That name sounds familiar.
Lisa Marie.
That was it.
2014 state champion, I believe.
Yep.
That was at Cerritos. We had that game versus Mount Sac. We'll have a rematch of that storied rivalry in our next game today.
Boy, you are the king of transitions. That was pretty good.
Not a bad seg.
Yeah.
Hey, I had my coffee today, so that makes all the difference. Coffee is to me what alcohol is to Bob Uecker in Major League. 1:30 to go in this one, third place game. San Joaquin Delta going to take third place. And again, everybody, our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. You can catch broadcasts live throughout the season. Working on some more coverage here for you at Ventura College, looking looking forward to possibly covering a lot of the conference play in the Western State North. Also, we are signed on to cover some Antelope Valley College men's basketball. And, of course, the championships coming up next week, soccer championships on Friday and Sunday. On Saturday and Sunday, it'll be the volleyball championships. That'll be from Solano College. And, of course, the state football championship bracket set as of yesterday. It'll be Fullerton and College of San Mateo. We'll have that for you on the 9th of December at 1 p.m.
Speaking of two-time defending champions, that's what the Hornets are trying to become.
Nobody likes a one-upper, Jeff. I see you working. Special thanks again, of course, Will Cowan, champion of SoCalCollegeSports.com. Champion in our eyes.
Will's not in the tweet seat yet, down there at the end of the scoring table.
He's right there.
Yeah,
he's there now. He's assembling trophies.
Yep. Bryant with a breakaway.
Brianna. You put it up, put it in. Well, Jeff, as you talked about, a lot of good to take away from the weekend for San Joaquin Delta and for Kings as well. Maybe not as much, but I think a lot to build on for the Cougars. Inside out, Oriana from three. And well, we've talked about the shooting touch outside. Oriana, Sanchez. We saw a little bit from Elias. And Bazell able to knock it down from distance yesterday, finishing again, like we said, with 19 in the loss versus Ventura. But it all starts in the middle. Einmar backs off, working with 4 fouls. And taking advantage is Delaney. Delaney now up to 18 points today. I'd be shocked if she didn't have a double-double. It's a great find down low. Einmar to Elias. Gets it back from Elias after the miss. Shot short. Einmar with another rebound outside. Giselle Sanchez from 3. No. Delaney and Einmar.
Well, they've been battling all game.
And Einmar coming up a little hobbled. Delaney's okay. It's a big collision. There's Will Cowan holding a trophy. Elias kicks it back out. Sanchez, why not? Nope. Attempts for the rebound. And that will do it. 74-57 your final in the third place game here. The Ventura College 20th Annual Tournament of Champions, sponsored by the Kiwanis Club here in Ventura. We'll be back with the championship game, Ventura and Mount Sac, a rematch of last year's semifinal up at Las Positas. For Jeff Stoynoff, for Matt Henson, for the entire crew here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, signing off. Join you on the other stream in a few minutes.